Fallout New Vegas doesn't start you out with a decent player home. You have to get pretty far in the game before you have a home that has everything you need to travel the wasteland efficiently. And in 2020, I set out to change that, thus making my second Fallout New Vegas mod ever, Victors Shack Overhaul. And it's exactly what it sounds like. But it's been 3 years since I made this mod, and I was a baby modder then, and my opinions have changed. So I'm going to give you an honest review of my second ever mod in this video. I'm going to break down what I liked, what I would do differently, and what I'm proud of as a modder here. So without further ado, follow and like my social medias, drop a like on this video, and let's get into it. All right, so it is called Victors Shack Overhaul. It's still on the Nexus with a whopping 30 endorsements. Yes. I have a considerable following on TikTok and Instagram and have not marketed this barely at all because I wanted to get better at modding. And like I said in my last video, a lot of life came up and the mods I was working on fell to the wayside with cancer, grad school, and just general life things. So I'm going to look back on it as I now embark on modding again with y'all's suggestions. There is a post on my community tab where I ask for suggestions about an upcoming mod that I'm going to post a video about and make for you all based off your suggestions. So get over there, comment what you want, and vote on that poll. So let's get into this older mod because we have to learn where we came from to make any progress, right? We can't be doing the same thing over and over again. All right, so here's my description of the mod. I always wanted a better, less ugly starting home for Fallout New Vegas, so I turned Victor's dingy, dirty shack into a more accommodating player home. This mod makes lowercase Victor's Shack into a true player home, complete with a chemistry set, reloading workbench, upgrades to the shack, and garden. And then no space. It also adds a stocked bar, respawning fridge, white one, lockers, among other things, to make it more of a pleasant player home. I have bad grammar. Map marker will be marked from new game. Not enough information, but there is a map marker that was difficult to do. No requirements for install. New Vegas script extender is recommended, seriously, for just a better running game. And parentheses, again, no space. It will make Doc Mitchell's chemistry set reusable as well. And there is another mod that I need to add this into this description that you need. It's my third mod, and it makes the chemistry set reusable indefinitely. So keep that in mind. That mod is needed for this mod too. So let's hop into New Vegas to take a look at this bad boy. It's interesting. It's interesting. So here's the exterior. I wonder if you're wondering what I would do differently, because I have some notes. I don't know why I was like so excited when I first started modding. It's like almost like playing The Sims or something where you do too much because you can, you're like, oh, this is so cool. I'm going to add a Lucky 38 sign for some reason to the outside of a shack. Makes no sense. Also going to add a smaller fountain from the Ultralux, totally different casino. And also I want you to note there is no water in this. Couldn't figure it out. However, the mechanic still visually works, but no water. Goofy. When I update this mod, which I plan to do for another video, I'll also drop suggestions of what I should change here. I'm going to do a more vanilla version of the exterior where it's like less of this goofy crap that I added just because I was excited about it. Maybe I'll leave a palm tree. I don't know. I'm definitely going to get rid of the Lucky 38, the fountain, all that. It just makes absolutely no sense. But that's me. I was excited about modding and I was just kind of throwing everything at the wall and saw what stuck. What I am proud about of this mod is, like Wolfhorn Farm, the other mod I reviewed in my previous video about my own mods, I will link it, don't you worry, is I added the full gambit of like plants you could need as a New Vegas settler, like there's so much good stuff here. If you are playing a survival mode or a like survival based playthrough, it's really great. It needs a campfire, another thing I would update, but anything you could need, kind of like all stacked in a perfect row. Maybe that's another thing I'd tweak. It's not very organic. Everything's like orientated the exact same way. I don't know if you're familiar, but there's a lot of ingredients for making stim packs here. If you see the xander root and the flowers there, as well as just honestly anything you could want to make, because I added a lot of vegetables here, and I like that. I don't know. I'm always playing a survival mode, and I'm always looking for these types of vegetables. So that's one thing I'm super proud of. But this is the exterior. That's about it. I would add a campfire, as I said. Terrifying. Lifeless, weird Victor, which does move around and is slightly creepy because he's now at, once you get him over to his new location, he's just an empty shell of a former Victor. Terrifying. That's not the mod, that's just the game. So this is the interior, and what I did was kind of just remove everything. I'm going to start from the right, and I'm going to move, like, through it. I'm proud of it. Like, this is the visual when you walk in. I think it's pretty cool. So over here, I added a little cushion, some Gamora pillows and things like that. So the theme of the inside is very Gamora. Like, all of the cushions and things like that and lighting and stuff is from Gamora because I like the look of it. Here's the infamous chemistry set. Once again, definitely install that chemistry set mod to use it multiple times. That is the third mod I made. It's on my page as well. So we got the lighting. You have to add like the fixtures and then the lighting source, which is like low-key difficult. But I'm proud of that element because I really like the look of the lighting. Our nice bed here, a nice little rug underneath it. There's also a sunset sarsaparilla rug when you enter. I added another cushion from, I believe, Gamora. And then just the schematics of a Securitron centered over here because I just thought that would be, I don't know, it's Victor's Shack, so it makes sense to have that there. I did add some like a small amount of like consumable books and the like into this. And by small, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's just this one. I just thought it would be too game breaking to add too many of them, but I liked the look of like having a book on the nightstand. That's very real. Like, I read books before bed. So now that I think about it, it's kind of funny to have like the fumes of this chemistry set blowing into the courier's face while they sleep, but you know, they've handled worse. Okay, so going into the tool area, so this is like a whole room dedicated to tools. I think it looks pretty good. Reloading bench, workbench, and then the sunset sarsaparilla crates. I really like these. I also like the fact that you can move them around if you want to like get them into the position you want just by picking them up. Like, I like that element of them. I always use them to store my stuff in these games. I don't know why. I just think that they're a good storage little container, and they kind of fit the theme. There was the sunset sarsaparilla mat in the opening, and then they're there. H&H tools, just thought it would fit. And some cool, funky lighting in there. I don't know. I got excited when I saw the neon. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think it's too much, though. Jukebox, nice and fun there. And then the bar area, I really like the individual vignettes of this home that I've created here. I just think it's really pretty, and I'm a fan. So this white fridge respawns, as I said in the description. This one just has like random stuff in it. It's not usually that good, but that one will respawn. So I don't know who's refilling it. Maybe Victor is. Who knows? And then of course a fully loaded bar because you gotta. It's Vegas, baby. Yeah. A little seat here and a little obviously stool and whatnot. There is some Lucky 38 stuff in here. There's some stuff that's not necessarily all Gamora, except this working slot machine, which you can use. I liked that I added like the neon around it. I thought it was kind of like made it a little focal point in the room. It is terrifying that these slot machines run repeatedly. A little weird. Some lockers, obviously storage purposes, more of those rugs. Really like those. Gotta have a teddy bear, gotta have a couch, a little bit of decor. And then over here, you have one sunset star cap because, you know, it's a vibe. And of course, you gotta have the Dinky and the Gamora chips. Because if you haven't been to the strip yet, you won't be able to, like, use the chips. You won't have chips, right? So I threw some Gamora chips in here so you'd be able to play the slot machine. That is about it. I am proud of like how it looks in here. I don't think I went too far. Like, I made it pretty, but it's still wasteland. And honestly, I love it. Like, especially the lighting. You have to add, like I said, the fixture and then the light source behind it. I love me a good Christmas light. I'm a Christmas light lover, and I just love that it's simple but has what you need. And obviously the chemistry set is another little bonus within it. And it is my second mod, and I did learn a lot from the first mod, and I think you could see that in this mod. And then I also didn't learn about pulling back on the exterior because it's goofy. When I update it, I will be making it a little less goofy, maybe adding a few more things, maybe making super sure that that chemistry set is in complete working order. I might move it just because it's kind of weird to have it right next to the bed, but overall, I am really proud of this mod and I'm glad I made it. And I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, and it really only is losing points for that exterior because it's just too much. But that's my opinion. I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Comment what I should do to update it, and comment where I should be creating my next player home. Some people in my Discord had suggested the schoolhouse over here. I know there's other mods that do it, but this would kind of be with my own Tunnel Snakes Fools flair. So I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think, and of course, y'all, have a wonderful day and stay safe in the wasteland. I'll catch you in the next video.